Hello, welcome back. I'm Claire and this is Purple Poppy, and today I'm working on the 50 stack challenge by Amy over at Crafty Cat. This is the stack challenge number 2 because the first one she did was with guest checks and now it's with anything you like, excuse me, as long as you use the prompts. And we are on the prompt of 23 black and 24 white. So I've got some old books here. I mean, this is a proper old book that I use all the time for bits of ephemera that I absolutely love, and you can see how much of it has been used. And then this is just a modern day book that I've used the hardcover from to make a journal. So I've got them, and I'm going to make the coin pocket style pockets that Amy made this week. I don't always follow what she's done, but I'm going to do that this week. I've also got a little book of like sayings. There, it's actually silent projection. It's words from films, but the one, because it's ombre, the ones at the front are white, well, a creamy white, and the ones at the back are black. So black and white, we can use that. I did have a Tim Holtz paper doll and a cutout, but I thought he looked quite stern, so I put him to one side in my mind and I got out the die cutting machine and the dies, and I've got this Tim Holtz flower here. That middle bit needs to come out. There you go. Oh, and those ones. So I've got this Tim Holtz wildflower die cut in white, and then I've also done the same one in black from pieces of paper that I had that were black and white, and I thought it would be nice to almost have like sort of a shadow, but then I went off piste and I didn't do the same numbers because I did a 5 in white and an 8 in black, and then I did a small ticket label in black and a long one in white. So they are slightly different. So they're going to be our embellishments, or some of our embellishments. Okay, so push all them up there for a minute because I want to make coin pockets and I'm going to use these book pages, but I thought, oh, it would be nice. Oh, see, now I've torn the corner off that one. I don't usually mind, but I want the whole page, so it would be nice to decorate them up in old book pages. So I'm going to find interesting couple of pages in here. That image is too big. We don't want all writing. We want ones that have got some interest in. So let's have a look. See, now this one would be very interesting, so I'm going to pull that one out, and these will be like our background pages. So we've got one there, and then that's music page. Unfortunately, this came from eBay. Not unfortunately from eBay, because I buy from eBay all the time, I love it, but unfortunately it came, oh, that's quite interesting as well, isn't it, that one there, from a family that had allowed the child or their children to scribble and colour all over it. So there are a lot of damaged pages, but there are a lot, oh look, the Gatherer, there are a lot that aren't, you can see here, and there's like there was 900 odd pages in this book, so you know, a few damaged ones is not really a problem, is it? So we're going to move on with this now, and before I get right into the crafting, I would like to welcome some more new members. So I'd like to say Hello and welcome to Sandra, to Loopy Lynn, to Mousy Deb and to Paula. Hello, welcome, it's great to have you here. And I'd also like to say a huge thank you to those ladies that have joined my Ko-fi page. So, right, now I'm going to stick this book page onto this page, but I'm going to do it in opposite directions. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to fold this round as my pocket, but obviously I want the writing to go the right way. So I'm just going to basically glue this up like so. It's really simple little project today, but get the juices flowing after a weekend away from crafting. Just going to offer that on there like that. Now if you find you've not gone far enough with your glue, as I haven't, then obviously you can just add a little bit extra there, and check this side, just a little bit down that side there. Okay, so I'm going to do that obviously to both of my pages. I'm just using stick glue for this. It's only paper to paper, there's no real need for anything stronger. Now because I'm going to use these as pockets, I'm not going to do the top flap. If you've not made coin pockets before and you don't know how to do the top flap, you do it exactly the same as the bottom flap we're going to do, but just a little bit bigger. And obviously you will need to think about a closure, whereas because we're not doing a top, we don't need a closure. We want it open as a pocket. Okay, so that's those two. I'm then going to take my ruler and use it to tear off. Now if you haven't got a nice straight metal edged ruler, oh goodness me, metal edged ruler, then obviously you can use scissors for this. It's just, or a craft knife, it's just very much quicker to use a ruler. There we go. Obviously I will, as always, so then you end up with that. Obviously I will, as always, leave a link to the 50 stack challenge video that Amy did this week, in case you want to go over and have a look at that. Okay, so we've now got two the same, and then what you want to do is turn it over and you want to bring this in on both sides and you want it to overlap. Now obviously if you were going to leave this as free floating, you wouldn't necessarily want the difference, so you'd bring it right over like that and cut off this area. But because I intend to stick mine down, I'm not worried about that. So I'm just going to bring this side in, press it closed, and then I'm going to make sure that that is overlapped like that. So we see the main book page this side. Okay, now before I glue it shut, I want to make, you know, a pocket thumb hole. So I'm just gonna, sorry, the reason I'm tutting is because I always forget that this punch is a bit stroppy and it doesn't like thin paper. So if you have that problem, I just put extra underneath and then it just punches first time beautifully. Okay, so that's going to be our pocket. So we're going to do exactly the same with this one. We're almost mass making here. It's a nice good project actually for mass making. And then I'm going to bring that over about there like that. So now we've got that. And again, we're going to do our thumb hole. This time I've remembered, so I'm going to put that under there. I'm just eyeballing this, I'm not measuring it. There we go, that's them. Get rid of that. Okay, now the other thing we need to do is, you can do it on a scoreboard if you want to, but I'm going to do it just with my ruler. And that is, what's that? It's about 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to roll that up and press it against my ruler to get a nice fold line. Okay, bring it over, press it down like that. Okay, do the same on this one. About 1/2 inch. Like so. Put it over and press it down. Okay, and then we're going to fold back on our lines, because what you need to do now is you need to cut these pieces away. Now I'm going to do it on the back side because I think it's easier to see on the white. So you're going to cut on this line to the fold point, and then you're going to do a little angled cut like that. And then on this one I'm going to do it the other way around. Do the angled cut and then, whoops, and then cut out that slip. Okay, and the reason we do that is because when we fold that and that, this thing comes up, and that's what seals our pocket. And as I say, if you were doing the opening one, you'd do this on the top, only obviously much deeper, so that you've got a fold over. Okay, and now we're ready to go. So using my glue stick again, I'm going to lay the short side down, put the long side over it. So I'm going to glue the edge of that one and then the edge of this one. And because they're different lengths, that means they're in different places. Can you see that? So then offer it up and stick it down. So you've got 2 glue lines there. And then I'm just going to put my glue on here, roll that over and stick that down. And we've got our pocket with our thumb hole. If you want to, you can put a hole at the back as well. I tend to only like it at the front, just my personal choice. So again, we'll repeat that on this one, and we cut to the fold, and we cut the angle, and then cut the angle and cut the fold. Fold that back in, fold that back in. We're going to put glue on this edge and glue on this edge. Okay, fold them over, press them down, and then on here. Okay, so there are our 2 pockets. Now if you like the grunge, you could go round it and grunge it up with some ink. Do you know what, I'm going automatically to it, but I don't think I'm going to do it this time because it's black and white. I think I'm not going to ink my edges. So now I've got these that I'd like to put on. So I need a white one. You got a dream, you've got to protect it. If you want something, go get it. Now that, you make millions of decisions that mean nothing, and then one day your order takes out. No, we're going to go I'm going to have this one. And because this is overlapped that picture, this is now decided to be our white one because we got more writing on that. And then I'm going to find a black one. It's not the men in your life that counts, it's the life in your man. Sleepless in Seattle, that's a romance, isn't it? No, what about this one? Whatever comes, oh no, it's a bit too slushy for me. After all, tomorrow is another day, we become the most familiar strangers. Yes, I like that one. So we're going to have that one. Okay, now I'm going to rough it up a bit by tearing round it, because I don't want that square straight edge. Okay, so we've got that one. Same on this one. This one's got a lot less to tear area because it's it goes right to the end. So I need to be a little bit. See, I've actually torn the word in there, but I don't mind about that. It's all part of the grunge, isn't it, really? There we go. And then we've got that one to go there. So we've determined our black and white. So that there, that there, that there, that there, that there, and that one. I can't pick it up on there. So I'm going to work on this white one first of all and see what we're going to do. So we've got this lovely see, and I just feel that is actually really simplistic, but it works well for me. So let's get this over as a glue page. Let's glue this torn saying up first, and we're gonna designate that to sit there, and then we can work everything else around it. We're going to do our number 5. And also I think by having numbers on the books makes it look a bit like it's a series. And yeah, I mean, you could do an entire series, couldn't you, if you wanted to? Just keep going black and white, or even choose an array of colours. I mean, I'm obviously doing black and white because it's part of this challenge, but you could do an array of colours. Perhaps choose, I don't know, something like colours of the rainbow or something. And you could do like red and yellow and pink and green and just follow it through like that. Now these little ones are always a little bit of a nightmare to glue, and generally you are best off gluing these with liquid glue, but I am using my stick today, so I'm just doing it on the blue glue page, you know, this rubbish page, and doing it like that. And I can go through in a minute and pick most of that glue back up, and then I want to overlap that a little bit, and that is going to sit there like that. And of course it is purple, but it dry clear, so. And there is my white pocket. I love it. We could, if we wanted to, I suppose, add her on as well in front of that tree. Bush, wildflower, whatever it's called. Do I want to put her on there? I think if I was going to put her on, I should have moved that further over. But it does add another dimension, so let's go for it. Why not? It's on my desk. So if you roll my glue down, I can pick up all this extra glue. And now lay her down and glue her up, and she can go on as well. Why not, indeed? To goodness, why not? So she can go right on the edge like that. There's a little bit of additional colour line there. I love it. So there's our white one. Slide that over there. Now let's look at this black one. Now obviously I don't want to do it exactly the same. So I'm wondering if this one, we'd maybe go that side. And it does look nice in the black, doesn't it? Over the, and then maybe this time we'll put that there. And because that's matte and our number 8 is glossy, we could overlay that maybe like that. But I will put this under there, I think, like that. But I still feel like I don't want to put him on. I think he's a bit, although, do you know what? I think if we cut all his uniform off and we only put his collar on, his like head and neck, then maybe I won't feel so, yeah, somehow, I think it's all those medals and everything. Yeah, we go that way. So we'll start up here with this slogan or phrase, and I'm going to put that just about there. Number 8, I know I want to, oh, I can't pick this 8 up, it keeps folding in my fingers for some reason. Right, the 8, we're going to put, oh, if he's going to go there, that is going to go on his head. So we'll put the 8 that side. Then we need to put this ticket die down first. And that's going to go about there. I really should have a tissue, shouldn't I? That's going to go there. I'll fold this over because that's getting sticky. And we will glue up this bit. This black paper is a bit thinner than the white one, so that's why I can't rub the glue stick on it. That's that one. And now, are we going to have him on here or not? Yes, I'm going to. But I'm going to hang him down a bit and trim it straight. So we're going to put him on that edge there, like that. Whoops, I just slid him down, didn't I? Because that glue's not quite dry. I'll line him back up. So there you go. We've got 2 coin pocket style pockets. One in black and one in white. I hope you found some joy and inspiration watching me do that today, and you'll go off and have a little go at making something like this for yourself. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye for now.